Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Star Spinner Tarot by Trungles. There is a website for this. It is chroniclebooks.com. It's there on the back. So if you freeze the frame and you want to find that, you can find that. Supportive Oracle cards. Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lizbeth. There's their last names, but there is a website. SheWhoIsArt.com. Right here on the back. I know it says it's $19 for this deck. I just got it for like $15 on Amazon. It is March of 2021. This reading is valid for when you come to it, but I'm just saying if you're looking for it or you like this deck, it might be a good time to get it if it's still on sale. So I figured I'd just throw that in there for fun. Okay, we got a card pushing out already. Okay. So this is a jumble. I feel like you know how that game Boggle goes and you got all the things popping in place? This is a jumble. It's like a word jumble or something. It's like, we got to figure out this puzzle. What's really going on here? We got another card pushing out. Commitment. Somebody else's commitment. We're dealing with somebody else's commitment. That's why this is a jumble. I feel like somebody's trying to make things confusing. And clearly Libra is smart. You're an air sign. I get that. But like, whoever you are, you're not the only air sign. You know that, obviously. So you got Gemini, you got Aquarius, and there's other Libras out there, of course. Somebody seems to be playing this quite, what do you want to say? Quite slick. Somebody seems to be playing this quite slick and trying to, they're blocking something out. They're blocking something out and they're moving things around to make things look different than they actually are. They're trying to stay one step ahead of you. It's almost like they think similarly to you, so keep that in mind. They're trying to, like, oh, the Libra's going to go over for that. Well, before they do, I'm going to like switch this around and confuse them. Because when they look back and try to figure out how they got there, they're going to be like, well, why is that there? And then they're going to try to track that down, which will give me more time to move this over here. And they keep making things very complicated. Are you going to figure this out soon or late? I think you're going to figure this out because you do have your card here. In fact, when you're watching this, you may have already just come to the part where you did figure it out. Like, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they're just trying to help you deal with this because maybe you're at that part where you're like, oh, wait, they've been playing this game for a while because they played this game for a while is what I'm getting. And it's your Justice card is coming up here. This is your card. So I feel like at this moment you might be figuring it out. The question is, what do you do with it? Because there's more coming forward. I feel like for those of you that this is hitting in a timely fashion, they're saying hold back. Don't act on this just yet. Let the next piece fall into place. Because the world, not the world, but it's this. The Wheel of Fortune. Well, I don't see the world out here, do I? Is that the world there? Because I'm going to... No. No, but there's another complimentary card to you there. Let the next piece fall into place. Let the next piece fall into place. Because something that comes in, I feel like is going to push this right into perspective. Because I feel like this person is going to, like... They're trapped. They're stuck. I feel like that's one of the reasons you're finding out what's going on. They've made so many left turns. They've done so much work to hide things that now it's all coming back in on them. And it's kind of like, you know what? Let this kind of play out. Let them kind of get their just desserts for this. Because it is kind of just desserts for that. Before you say anything and you get in there and start, putting things back where they're supposed to be, I have a feeling that things are going to fall apart and they're just going to naturally start going back where they're supposed to be anyway. What is this card? It's face down. Yeah, they made some big... This is face down on your side. Like, this situation, I feel like what they're saying is you're not going to have to really do much. Maybe all you need to do is step back and watch. Because the fact that you're figuring it out, I think you're not the only one. This person has been pulling a lot of left turns. They've been doing a lot. They've been doing overtime to hide what's really going on. But they've done so much that there's a lot of problems here that they're going to have to answer for. And I feel like this is literally coming to an abrupt end. they're going to have to answer for everything they did. I don't think you have to call them out on it, though. Because I'm getting with the Nine of Swords on their side, it's coming in on them. It's coming in on them. It's not just this card. They got the Devil card and they got the Three of Swords. Somebody else is coming forward and giving them what for on this one. You don't have to come forward. If you want to, clearly, you got to do what you want to do. You got to do what you got to do. You want to, handle it the way you want to, but they're saying you don't have to. If you just step back and watch, because you're not going to abandon this. I don't think you're going to let this go too much farther anyway. If it doesn't seem to be working out like it's supposed to be, you will step in, obviously. But they're saying step back because the devil's coming in with the Three of Swords, and the devil's mad. The devil's ticked. And I feel like I don't want to be a part of this. I just want to kind of like, ooh, there goes the devil. Well, they asked for it, so maybe I'll just stay off to the side and let that play out. And when that's done, I'll see if there's anything I need to do, because the devil might correct everything for me. That devil card. Whatever game they've been playing, for whatever reason, I don't see the devil having any type of sympathy in any type of way. That card is feeling like, oh, how dare you. Bam. Like, they're mad. They're ticked. And they're not coming at you. They're coming at this other situation. Now, when this is all happening, it does happen very fast. Really does happen fast. And that's not really good. But I feel like they're saying, I don't really know if there's much you can do about it. I feel like they're saying this is happening way too quick. This may be more information for you after the fact, kind of like the cleanup crew energy. Yeah, this came in way too fast. This happened way too fast, and there's a lot. Like, I feel like it's almost like when I'm seeing these birds. They're birds, right? Well, they're supposed to be fish, but when I first looked at it, I thought they were birds. You know how there's certain birds of prey that will circle over a carcass. That's what I kind of thought it was, and I'm like, oh my god. So there might be other people kind of circling, and this is already out of control. You might have to kind of pull back that energy, kind of like, listen, before we start this whole gang up idea, let's all pull back, let's kind of like get it together. Everything's going to be sorted out. We don't all need to jump on this person at once. Yes, they were wrong. Yes, they'll get what they deserve. Don't worry, they will. We don't all need to come at them at once. Let's step back and just kind of like relax and remember who we are, remember our dignity. I feel like you might have to be that voice of reason. Like, before everybody loses their mind, let's pull it back a little bit. Let's tone it down. Justice will be served. That's your card. That's your thing, though. Let's not create something that we're going to not be happy with in the long run. Let's not overkill. Judgment comes in. Judgment does come in. I feel like you're a piece of this. You're creating this in this situation. Like, I said justice, but it says judgment, doesn't it? Yep, judgment. This goes better if you're able to help pull back that energy. Justice will be served. It will. Judgment goes more in the situation's favor, which you're a part of this situation. It goes more in the situation's favor if we kind of keep people under control and we don't do this gang up mentality. Kind of like, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our dignity. Let's have some couth here. Everything will be answered. Everything will be rectified. But let's do it. Let's do it. The correct way. Let's do it in a civil way. It does have a lot of heavy energy to it because it does make me uncomfortable, and I feel like they're saying you're going to be uncomfortable because there's a lot of hot tempers going on. So I feel like we have to calm them down, remind them this is going to sort out. We are going to do well with this. You're not going to be forgotten. I feel like you got to rely on a lot of your connections with other people and a lot of your dignity yourself. Like, I feel like you have to hold the line and you have to remind other people like who they are. Like, remind them of their own personal dignity. Kind of like, okay, you're holding yourself together and you're reminding them, come on, you're better than this. This will be fixed, but let's keep it together. I know you're upset, but you're valued for your dignity. You're valued for the way you keep yourself together. So let's keep ourselves together. Let's inspire other people to keep themselves together. Let's not make this worse. Let's make this better. Let's improve this situation. It does go better. I feel like they're giving you a heads up. This is going to be like, feels like a wacky funhouse to me. It does feel like the energy is a little bit too much. The person getting their just desserts, like, they have it coming. We just don't want this to implode so bad that there's after there's aftermath to this that's just kind of like, well, they caused all this craziness, they got what they deserved, but now there's so much left to clean up after that, because like people lost their minds, that like we got set back even further than we should have been. That's not good. So we need to calm this down, shut this down, keep people from losing their minds, and then things will be okay. I think you're going to understand what to do with this. I feel like the people this is meant for, you're going to be like, yeah, I know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. All right, anything else? All right, I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, the email for me is jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you would like the donation information, that is below. Thank you for watching again, and have a great day.